Congratulations to the Animal Cruelty Task Force on their 2-year anniversary. What you're about to see is some of the tremendous work that they've been doing in our city. But let me warn you, some of the scenes you're about to see are very graphic and disturbing.
When I first got this job, I was met with a lot of that scoffing, oh, you're going to be a dog catcher now, and people laughed.
But officers Ramon Muniz and Robert Perez found out quickly they are anything but dog catchers. Part of the city's Animal Cruelty Task Force, they handle 911 calls that are no laughing matter.
But at these locations, you'll often have guns, you'll have drugs, you'll have gang members, so something as minor as animal cruelty can really blossom into a bigger, more serious investigation.
And while the biggest cases make the papers, it's the small ones that, according to officers, can really break your heart. Today, Muniz and his partner are checking on a dog named Soy. She was turned into a shelter by her owner, who claims she fell into a rose bush. The pictures you're about to see are graphic.
This was after they shaved it to treat the wounds.
City vets ruled she actually had a severe skin infection that was left untreated for months with no medical attention.
Yeah, she was just lay and not want to do anything when she first came here. Now she's interested in what's going on in her surroundings.
The task force is taking on crime above and beyond canine calls. Since its creation just 2 years ago, it has investigated over 400 animal abuse cases, saved hundreds of animals, and filed an impressive 93 felony cases to date with the county DA's office.
What makes unique in the city and across the country is that this task force combines animal control officers and LAPD officers working together in the same vehicle, working on animal cruelty crime.
Their very first felony conviction put away a known gang member for 3 years for abusing the family pet. He previously had served 6 months for battery of a police officer.
There is a correlation. The person that will abuse a dog will abuse a person.
The statistics prove and the records show the majority of serial killers started out in their lives torturing animals.
The creation of the task force is a story in itself. In 2004, Councilman Tony Cardenas was at home with his kids watching Animal Planet when a show featuring animal cops across the country got his attention.
And then I said to myself, wow, I can't wait to see when they cover the city of Los Angeles.
But to his surprise, the second largest city in the country didn't have an animal investigative unit. But that changed in 2005 when he passed a motion in council that mobilized the city's first animal cruelty task force.
We are going to take a big first step, but it is just that, a first step.
That first step resulted in a crackdown of over 35 cockfighting rings to date and 15 dogfighting operations. One of the biggest busts saved over 15 pit bulls that had been chained up with open wounds, sometimes up to 24 hours a day.
In this case, there were 17 adult pit bulls, and there were 4 little guys, just like this. As you can see, they're happy now.
One of the latest challenges is educating the community about animal hoarding, where an individual collects dozens, sometimes even hundreds of animals, usually cats.
And unfortunately, animals that sometimes are sick and dying, that have zoonotic diseases, which sometimes are transferable to human beings.
Hoarders tend to keep themselves and their homes in dangerous conditions, like this home in North Hollywood, which was served with a search warrant just 2 weeks ago. It belongs to a 65-year-old woman who had become ill from living in her own environment.
Animal feces, urine, odor permeating from outside the residence. You could smell it before you even got up there.
Inside, officers are wearing gas masks like this one because the ammonia smell is so strong in this tiny house, where about 20 to 30 cats have been found, some of them dead. The task force says it's not just the animals who may be suffering from severe health risks.
We're looking at a quality of life for her, and a quality of life for the community, and a quality of life for the animals. So we go in there saying, what can we do to help her?
And they help with an innovative partnership with county healthcare workers through something called SMART teams that offer mental assistance. Today, Cardenas has introduced a motion that calls for a centralized database in the city that solely monitors the progress of hoarders, and it helps animal control officers identify potential repeat situations.
We've had a tremendous impact so far. There's much more work to do. We need your help to bring these cases to our attention.
And whether we're dealing with issues of hoarding or dog fighting, a whole generation of children who are growing up thinking that that's the norm. What we're hoping through the Animal Cruelty Task Force and the broader mission of Animal Services is to educate our community that pets are part of the family. And when we bring them into our homes, we're bringing them into our hearts.